Okay, I'm back. So I found a couple sources after kind of skimming through a few of the different sources online, and I thought these would be good sources to use. So the first one is, should video games be considered a sport? Yes, here's why. That's the name of the article. The website is idtech.com. So I'm looking down here, and it's listing off reasons why sports and video games, what they have in common: competition, athletic ability, physical activity, fans entertainment, practice dedication, college scholarships. So I think the competition part and the fans part kind of ties in with my argument. So I'm going to go down to those. So for competition, wins and losses, I'd consider this one of the easiest points to prove. The basic tenet of any sport is competition. A team or individual competes against another team or individual in hopes of achieving victory. Competition is all around us. I mean, even Monopoly is competitive, to the point of turning friends into enemies and family members against each other. Yeah, I've done that before. So it's not a stretch to say video games are competitive with any type of video game, but especially those with players going head to head with another player. You're going to have competition. Even if you're alone and playing a campaign against simulated competition in the form of a computer, you're still very much competing, right? I mean, you can't argue with that. Video games are definitely competing. I mean, even if you're playing like Mario Brothers 1, the old school version, you're competing against the computer and all those bad guys trying to get you, right? So I'm going to go back to my notes and video games are competition. So my evidence is, I'm just going to go straight down to here. Source. The source was, so I can either say, for my source, I can either say the title, or I can say the website, or I can say both. So I'm going to say an article on idtech.com because that's a really long title, right? An article on idtech.com said video games are competition because, and maybe I can pull out a direct quote from there because I like direct quotes. Let's go back to that thing we were looking at. With any type of video game, but especially those players going to head with another player, you're going to have competition. Even if you're alone and playing a computer against, it's a competition, right? Maybe not direct quote. I'm going to paraphrase that because that's long. Because people can play against others individually or on a team. And then it also said that even playing against the computer is competition because someone has to win. So remember the article said that it was like the easiest point to claim. So my analysis says that maybe something like, clearly no one could suggest that people play video games hoping to lose. Anytime someone engages in an activity with the goal of winning, that's competition. Comma. Actually, that was an apostrophe. Sorry. Cool. So I think I've got video games or competition covered. Over here, I Google searched for something that would fit why people, or that many people like watching others play video games. And I found this article right here about why your kid loves watching people play video games on YouTube, which is actually a question I've always had because my kids actually love watching people play video games on YouTube. This is from tokaboka.com. And so the part I liked best about this one was right here. There was three reasons why people liked watching it. Skills boost, because if you watch someone like an expert play, then you can learn some new tricks you didn't know. Social connection, that has to do with like you can go to school and talk about the videos with your friends. You know, like people go to school and be like, hey, did you watch that Warriors game last night? But instead it'd be like, hey, did you watch this video with so-and-so playing this game? It's pretty cool. He's pretty awesome at it, right? It's kind of the same thing. And then entertainment, because it's fun to watch someone who's really good, and sometimes we like listening to them talk.